The soft glow of our bedroom city lights was our nightly cinema. Emma and I would lie there making plans, dreaming out loud. It was on one of those nights she suggested the smart speaker. "For music," she said with that light, silvery laugh I adored, "so we don't even have to get up." I agreed. It seemed like a symbol of our perfect modern life together. I didn't know that little white cylinder would become the silent witness to the end of my world. We had the life people envy. 10 years together. A daughter whose first steps we captured on 1,000 videos. A home that smelled of her vanilla candles and my coffee. I woke up every day thinking I was the luckiest man alive. I trusted her completely. It was as simple and essential as breathing. The first crack was the smell. Her familiar jasmine perfume was replaced by something foreign, woody, and sharp. "It's a new one, honey. Don't you like it?" she asked, and there was something new in her eyes, a flicker of caution or maybe a challenge. Then came the late nights at the office. Her phone, which always used to lie screen up on the counter, now always face down. I'd hear her laughing on the phone in the living room, a call with a girlfriend, but the laughter would stop the moment I walked in. Then one day, I found it, a crumpled receipt under the passenger seat of her car. 2 cinnamon lattes, 1 cheesecake. The date was a Tuesday. The previous Tuesday, she'd told me she'd worked late alone and just grabbed a sandwich. My fingertips went cold. This wasn't proof. It was the ghost of a possibility. The ghost of another man drinking latte with my wife. I couldn't sleep. The receipt burned a hole in my mind. I wasn't a coward. I was devastated by the mere idea. The thought of becoming a sneaky detective made me feel sick. And then my gaze fell on it. The speaker, our helpful little aid. A crazy thought occurred to me. I knew these devices sometimes recorded snippets of audio, activated by a loud noise or a misheard command. With trembling hands, I downloaded the app on my phone, logged into our shared account, opened the tab labeled Audio History. And there it was, a list, dozens of recordings made in the dead of night, on days I was away or working late, timestamps 11:47 p.m., 1:15 a.m., 2:03 a.m. I stopped breathing. I connected my phone to a Bluetooth speaker in the living room. I had to hear it out loud. I had to have my proof. I selected a random entry from the list, timestamp 2:14 a.m., and pressed play. The sound that came out was muffled, but clear enough. The creak of our bed, passionate, hushed whispers, a man's low laugh that was decidedly not mine, and then her laugh, that silvery sound. But now it was husky, different, utterly familiar, and completely alien. Then her voice, the voice that had told me good night just hours before, whispering to someone else. The same words, the same intimate tones. I stabbed at my phone to stop it. I couldn't listen anymore. My heart was a frantic drum in my throat. My world didn't crumble. It detonated instantly, leaving nothing but a silent, freezing void. I heard the key in the door around midnight, the familiar sound of her dropping her bag, her heels on the floor. "You're still up?" Emma said, her voice tired, normal. "Why are you sitting in the dark?" My own voice sounded flat, dead, even to me. "How was the project? Long meeting?" "Yeah," she sighed, a hint of irritation there. "This new client, everything is always last minute. I'm exhausted." "Who did you have the cinnamon latte with on Tuesday?" I asked slowly. "The same client?" The silence that followed was absolute. I could hear her stop breathing. I reached for my phone and played the recording through the speaker. Her laugh, the whispers, the foreign voice filled the quiet room. I let it play for a few devastating seconds before stopping it. Sound familiar? Or should I play another one? There's a whole playlist here. I heard her sharp intake of breath. You're spying on me? Her voice was a mix of shock and rising anger. That's disgusting. Do you hear me? Stop. I cut her off, my voice still ice. Just stop. I don't see fear in your eyes. I only see anger. Anger that you got caught. So it's my fault? My fault you brought another man into our bed? My fault he heard our daughter sleeping in the next room? Her silence was the only answer I needed. In that silence, everything died. I left that night. I didn't scream. I didn't ask for details. Who he was, how long it had been. It didn't matter anymore. The fact was enough, a fact that split my life forever into a before and an after. I bought the same model of speaker for my new apartment. Sometimes at night, I look at it and think it's not just a device, but a symbol of our time. We surround ourselves with technology for connection, for love, for convenience. But sometimes these soulless pieces of plastic and code become the keepers of our most painful truths. I got my proof. I paid for it with my whole world. Trust isn't about not checking. It's about the thought never even crossing your mind. If it does, maybe your heart already knows the answer.